Hey guys, what's up? It's me, the Raptor. Welcome back to the Raptor Reviews and to Jawsuary. Before we get into the review, I was thinking, what could I do to make this channel better? What could I do to make it more entertaining, to try and bring people in? What could I do to attract the chicks? So I figured it out. I got myself a scarf. Women love scarves. I'm gonna wear this the entire review. So, today, I never thought I'd say this, but we have a shark movie that I hate. That I genuinely was bored watching, that I shut off partway through and walked away. It took me more than one try to get through it. That movie is Snow Shark. It's a 2011 dumpster fire. One which was never put out, and no matter what I seemed to do, was not entertaining to watch. You know what, I'm going back on what I said. I'm taking this off. Here's the thing, guys. I love these movies. I really do. It should be pretty friggin' obvious at this point. I dedicated an entire month to them. But the thing is, when you're making a shark movie, bad or good, in this case 99% bad, you have to at least make it entertaining. This one, Snow Shark, was so horrible it wouldn't even be played on the Sci-Fi Channel. It was so cheap, it wouldn't be played on the Sci-Fi Channel. This camera I'm using, my videos have better lighting, production, editing, quality, and this was made in 2011. Yes, I know, it was before I was making YouTube videos, but dude, Mega Shark vs. Crocosaurus, Mega Shark vs. Giant Octopus were made 2009, 2010. Okay, reverse the titles, and that's the order they were made in. But they had better quality on everything else, and they were asylum movies. How do you mess that up? Well, let's talk about what sucks. Everything. Review over. Bye. Fine, I can't do that. Okay, so the writing. Why is there a shark going through the snow, killing people? I don't know. The writers don't know. It just is. There was something about a mythical ancient beast. In fact, I believe the tagline, the subtitle was Snow Shark Ancient Killing Machine or something. But there's no real reason. Do anything our characters do matter? No, not at all. Do I remember any of our characters? No, they're either incredibly unlikable characters who I want dead, or they're just stereotype cutouts of other characters. Well, stereotype cutout characters that add nothing to the movie. There's no plot. The Snow Sharks barely even do anything. You guys want to know how bad? You guys want to know what a good example of a bad movie is that has this kind of quality that I still enjoyed? There's a movie made by Troma called Mad Cow. It has horrible quality, editing, acting. It has horrible everything. But they own it. They run with it. They don't take themselves seriously. That is Snow Shark's biggest problem. It seems to think that somehow it's a serious movie. It seems to think what it does matters. It seems to think that a movie about a shark killing people in snow will be deep, philosophical, will be the next Jaws. No, and how dare you even compare yourself to one of the greatest movies ever made? So you know what? Please remove these two fingers and you'll have what I think about everyone who made this movie. I'd do it, but I'm not that rude, so I'm doing it to you down here. Seriously. The whole movie, it's so soulless. Even movies like Jersey Shore Shark Attack, which I wish I could have reviewed, but I ran out of time. It takes one of the things I hate more than anything, the Jersey Shore cast, and it makes fun of them. I like these movies, like that one. It's making fun of people for its characters. Mega Shark vs. Giant Octopus. They're like, yeah, we have a scientist, a marine biologist. Let's at least try and make him likable. Three-Headed Shark Attack. They said, hey, here's Danny Trejo on an illegal gun-running, gun-smuggling, and fishing boat. Let's make him a nice guy. This one, the characters are so flat and lifeless, you can't tell them apart, aside from I think there was a cop or a sheriff. The only reason I know that is because he wore a hat. Other than that, nothing they do seems to matter. And you want to know what's worse? The acting. You guys, from what I've been told, porno actors are better actors than this. Don't quote me on that. That's just from what I've been told. And after seeing this, I don't blame them. This movie is... Sorry, I thought they were talking to me there. This movie is garbage. None of the actors even begin to try. It is the most flat, lifeless, pointless dialogue you've ever heard. And you want to know what they try and do just to try and bring some appeal in? Gratuitous full-body nudity. A woman walking around completely naked, front and back for one scene as she's walking to the kitchen before she's killed. I don't know who that character was played by, I don't know that character's name, but I hope you have that legacy of forever being a nude model in Snow Sharks. I really hope that paycheck was worth it. I really hope you're able to pay your child support with that, because really, why else would you ever waste your time doing that? Now, if someone said, hey, we want you to get shirtless for a shark movie, I'd be like, done, I'll do it. So long as I'm allowed to actually try and the thing is, okay, well, don't quote me on that one either. Sorry, that came out wrong. I'd be totally down to be in one of these shark movies. You know why? Because I could at least bring some energy to it. All these actors... What do you think is going on? Oh no, look, she's dead. Oh my god. Why is this happening to us? Even that has more energy and life than the acting in this movie. You want to know what's worse? You want to know what's worse? The effects. When I first saw the effects, I had to pause the movie because I was laughing so hard at how bad they were. Even by Sci-Fi Channel standards, they were that bad. I was laughing so hard at them, it was not even funny. Thing is, after a while I began to think, are they even trying now? And about halfway through the movie, I just kind of paused and walked away. I'm like, you know what? Barely anything has happened. We have barely seen this shark. Forget this, I'm going to go do something else. I actually shut off the movie and walked away for a bit. Granted, I didn't give up on the movie, I just took a break to go do something because I was busy and I had to answer the phone and a bunch of other stuff, and eventually I came back and finished it. Thing is, I don't believe there's been a movie that I've ever actually shut off, walked away from, and never come back to. Even some of the worst or most shocking or graphic movies I've ever watched that I wish I hadn't, I watched to the end. I can think of I could probably count on one hand the amount of movies I walked away from. And even then, I can't think of any off the top of my head. I'd actually have to sit and think about that. This movie, though, made me want to walk away from it. I almost did. But I stuck it out because, well, I had nothing else to do. The effects are horrible. 99% of the time when you see the shark, it looks like somebody just paper-mache'd a shark head and points it toward the camera. Now, that could be done fine. In fact, that could be hilarious. Ever heard of Weasels Rip My Flesh? It was a hilariously bad movie made by a student. Thing is, that one also acknowledged how bad it was. This one, there are shots when you can actually see the text on the newspaper for some shots for the shark mouth, and they don't even try to point it out or make a joke about it. You don't have to because that would be too meta, but they at least try to act like we have good effects. This is good and scary. Watch our movie. No, you don't. It looks horrible. I could do better, and I don't even have the slightest idea how to do computer graphics in my life. Speaking of which, the CG, it makes the Asylum look like those Overwatch shorts, which are amazing. Okay, rant done. Was there anything good about this movie? No, it really wasn't. There really isn't. And the thing which sucks is, one sec. The thing which sucks, actually, is this review is actually the first of, well, one of my first, hopefully many of, dedication videos. Guys, remember a long time ago how when I reviewed one of the Thomas the Tank Engine movies, I had a whole bunch of people who requested it? Yeah, if you request a video or you give me ideas or something like that, I'm more than willing to give you a shout out. Snow Sharks was recommended to me by a YouTuber named Victor_DA. His link will be in the description, he'll be at the end of the video, go check him out. He doesn't have a lot, but he does have some at least mildly interesting stuff. And yeah, it's fun, I like what he's got. But the thing is, I really hate, and maybe this is what he wanted. Maybe he wanted to show me one that nearly broke me. Maybe he wanted to show me one that was so bad. because I hadn't even heard of this one until he requested it a while ago. And I figured, well, I'm doing Jawsy in January, so I'll just throw it in there. And then recently on Mega Shark vs. Crocosaurus, he reminded me, like, hey, like, are you going to do it? And I told him, yeah. But thing is, I'm sorry, man. But yeah, if you want to shout out, actually, might as well just do this now. Just drop me a line and ask for something to be reviewed. If I end up reviewing it, I'll most likely shout your channel out or whatever you want, because you recommended a good movie to me, even if it's bad, like in this case. Okay, I didn't want to talk about this, but you guys want to know how bad the rest of this movie is? The camera work. I talked about, well, the camera itself. I talked about how my camera is better quality. Let me show you what half the scenes look like. This is what some of the scenes look like. It's literally even lit like this, and it's supposed to be a serious scene of two people talking, when someone's over here, you can barely see them. Sorry about that. The camera is horrible. Oh, this is actually better lighting than before. Okay, actually no, hang on. Sorry. My point is, and then when you get to the editing, you can easily just mess around with the coloring a little bit. I've done it for some of my reviews if things seem a little bit too orange lighted or something. I've actually messed around with it. It's quite simple. But they either oversaturated or undersaturated, and then they slapped it on a DVD and tried to sell it in Walmart. Yeah. They tried to charge $15 for a DVD of this. And I was stupid enough to buy it. So, end of the story though, I did get my $15 back, so everything's good. I got some Mountain Dew and another movie, which I'll cover next time or sometime in the future. But yeah, can I recommend Snow Sharks? No. This is, without a shadow of a doubt, the worst shark movie I've ever seen, and probably will ever see. I genuinely hate it. It is a mockery of what makes these movies fun. It's dull, it's boring, the characters are lifeless, the acting is horrible, the effects are terrible, the editing is atrocious, even by student filmmaking. Believe me, I've made some pretty bad short movies for like my high school and school courses when I was doing filmmaking, but even they were better edited than this movie, which was sold in stores. And let me check something. I want to look this up now. The company that made it, well, that distributed it, SNO, SHRKS. Snow Sharks. Snow Shark. Independent Entertainment. I'm curious, because apparently, according to Wikipedia here, this was funded by Indiegogo. It holds a 1.9 on IMDb. I can see why. Let me see. It's not even on here. Apparently, Independent Entertainment is a record label, not a DVD distributor. Huh. That's literally how bad it is, that there's literally nothing on the internet about a company that distributed this movie. That should probably tell you how bad it is. I don't think I have to tell you this, but this movie is unbelievably a large amount of Raptor spit. On both enjoyment and quality, you will get none. The only enjoyment you'll get is what you can get out of watching the trailer. You watch that trailer, you see the effects, you get a good laugh, you move on, that's that. Don't bother watching the movie. Please don't make the same mistake I did. And guys, go check out Victor DA's channel. And until next time, you guys, well, this is the Media Raptor. And once again saying keep cool, and I will see all you dino dudes around. Later.